Kick doesn't save everything.
Okay. What's up, traders? Happy Wednesday. We got the shades on. We Hunter's in Cyprus. I'm in South Africa, so we definitely got the sunny conditions. But yeah, we're looking forward to some trading here for the open. Hunter, you've already had a trade this morning. What do you take? Nasdaq shorts, yeah?
Nice. Yeah. So I'm looking at some monthly levels that are about to be hit. And I preemptively took the shorts just slightly before the monthly level hit, and I think that some news actually caused a dump in our favor. So I think it's coming back up now. We can get another entry. All right, we got a slightly different streaming platform here, so I'm gonna be jumping around some things.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sure that like everyone.
You guys can all hear us, eh? You guys can all hear us. By the way, let me introduce myself. For those that are watching on Hunter's platforms, my name is James Bruce, and I'm trading out of South Africa. I've been doing the podcast on the Maven channel every Tuesday with you guys. So if you watch that, you should know who I am, right?
Yeah. So we got open in 5 seconds here. I'm actually looking at this last hourly close was super bullish, so I think we're going to sweep for a new high. But then I'm in shorts, so I actually have some trades set up. I'm hoping right now we can get these entries on either side. I have another one coming here, just above the highs there. So these are actually two resting trades I have left right now. Let's see here.
So you're not in anything at the moment?
No, but you can see here. I'm just hopefully you can see. How does it go? Can you see it here? Wait. Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna short the previous highs because I guess we didn't have much time to warm people up here. But there's a monthly level here, right? And then what's that one? That was the previous 4 hours. So I want to be short in this zone, right? Here's the zone. I'm gonna draw it in purple today. That's the zone to be short from. We previously shorted already in the pre-market or in the London session, I suppose, and then closed it out here. But because that failure to gain here, it's looking like it's going to come for that new high. Unfortunately, I didn't get the second one. I was hoping it would just dip down really quick on the open. But looks like you're going to shoot that. That would have been another $5,000 there, easy.
Nice.
Shit,
yeah, but it looks like we're looking like quite bullish on the open here at the moment. Stocks are up. I know you don't really look at that type of stuff, but I mean, we are getting quite. If we take out these highs from previous days, would you look for longs?
If we take them out, I don't think we will. I'm betting completely against the market today. Reason being, I don't know if you've been tuning in to what I've been saying lately, but
the top overall, I've seen you. Yeah.
Last week was a really weak close of the week, right? We failed to make some new highs, like really strong rejection, and same with the monthly. So I'm expecting like another rejection off of that level right there, right? Because that monthly candle didn't actually, it failed to make all these highs. So there's at least going to be a sell-off on that level, right? We just don't know how big it'll be, right? So that's why I use higher time frame levels, because it's like, on the daily, there's going to be a sell, right? Intraday is going to be a sell. You just don't know if it's going to actually cause the whole momentum to change.
Yeah. I mean, look how it's wicking there on the 50 minutes at the moment. We just go like this as well.
Yeah.
Like that. We can actually see over here at previous days highs, we're actually wicking that on the 15. Let's go back down. What do you use kind of mainly for your entry time frame, Hunter? 5 minutes?
No, 5 minutes are lame.
What do you like?
15.
15.
Honestly, I don't think it matters. Like, you can use the monthly. As long as you have a solid level there, like, you can be dead on accurate with the monthly or the weekly. If I literally use every single time frame. It really does not matter.
Yeah. So you don't really have like a specific time frame that you enter on. You're just like, okay, 50 minutes. You're just looking at levels, really. Dumb money concepts, right? What's that? What are the guys saying in the chat? Are you bearish on any fundamentals or just level rejections? Some of the guys are asking.
Oh, sweet. You can read my chat too, hey?
Yeah, I can read your chat. I can read it all.
Oh, no way. Okay. Yeah, so guys, we're streaming off of like James's platform here. He's got like his own platform of something different than I usually use, just so we can both stream. Bearish based off of any fundamentals or just levels? Just levels, literally just levels. I don't look at fundamentals in the slightest. Because like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it's just over.
Somebody else has already analyzed that.
Yeah, but also that's like overcomplicating things. I mean, you're okay, Hunter. Teach me if you can. Teach me like I'm one of your students. Like you want to teach me how to trade dumb money concepts. Show me how you can into open what you're looking at.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't have students because I don't teach anyone, but I do the live streams.
Well, teach
but,
me. Teach me. I'm a student today.
Yeah. Totally. So the whole concept is, you draw significant levels of importance to you, right? And that can mean different things. The way that I just determine significant levels are candle bodies that are untested, right? So the more times they're tested, the less significant they become. And so you've got a monthly level here, right? That was rather significant previously. The second time it's going to be weaker, right? Because we tested it before. And you want to see the reaction off those levels. So we've seen price try to break above it and we failed, right? We went all the way down. So that tells me that if we fail to make a new high, we attempt to make a new high off those levels, you have to go back in the reverse direction because you can't just keep breaking the same level. You have to go back and you have to test the opposite side of where it came from, which is over here, right? So on the monthly time frame, I'm looking at below 20K again, right?
Sure.
But you can use that with all time frames, right?
So and are these levels you're looking at on the on what time frame? Are you looking at 15-minute time frame, anything like that?
So right now with this, I knew this was going to go long. I just didn't take the long, unfortunately, because I was hoping, I was trying to get a slightly better entry. Sure. But with this, you can see, okay, so I'll do the 1 hour. It's be cleaner, right? You attempt to make a new low here, you failed, right? So what I wanted to do is pick up a long right here, right? It didn't come there. But if it fails, that means what does it have to do? It has to attempt to make a new high again, right? Because it can only go one of two directions. So if it can't go lower, it has to go higher. That's the whole logic, right? And then you combine that with all of your time frames and you create a picture of what's going to happen, right? Higher time frames happen more important but slower. Make sense?
Dude, they're more Hunter, I like these. Look at these emojis on your thing.
Which ones? Oh, we're about to be short. There we go.
Yeah, look at see that. Like all of the emojis.
There we go. We're short.
Okay, you're short. Nice.
Yeah, I'm short here now. And I'm also doing a smaller personal account that I'm testing on this one too. We'll test with okay, we're on Top Step as well. Okay, we'll be short there hopefully. And then we'll reject off this level right here. What's this one?
What? Hunter, I don't know if this thing, you always play like some music in the background and check it. We have to do some of this type of stuff.
You got music or what?
Some random built-in music. We got to get it going for your trade, yeah. Okay, nice.
So here, as long as this 15, like I like to use the 15s because they're it's like a 15 is like 5 minutes. They're weak. Like they don't give us enough data, but you can still use them. But as long as the 15 closes back below this level, I'm happy, right? So you have to give yourself some wiggle room generally, right? So it might, like, it looks like they're rejecting off of it right now. Like you can see, you can even look at the 1 minutes too, right? Failed on the 1 minute, right? It looks like they're trying to sell it off there, even though there's a lot of momentum coming into it. But we'll see. Right? And then ultimately, if it does go against me, I'll either add to it above, like one time, because this is my zone, or I'll have to close it if you start getting closes up here, right? But again, the 1 minutes are lame, right? We don't want to follow the 1 minute too much.
Yeah. So lower time frame, right? Quite.
So
but I mean, we are coming.
Yeah.
So look here. Yeah. Yes. Moving higher as well. Interesting to see if we do respect those highs.
So I'm going to draw.
How have you been finding the DAX? Have you been looking at the? Did you look at the DAX this morning?
Yeah. You know what? I figure I'm like, why trade the DAX when NASDAQ moves just perfectly fine? I was looking at it this morning and I was like, all those same levels get respected in the London session, all the same. Like there's levels here, You know, it's all respected perfectly, all the same as in
agreed.
in New York. So I'm like, why not just trade only the Nasdaq? Like, it doesn't matter really, right? So
Yeah, as long, I mean, the
I think this
Nasdaq
will
obviously is
reject.
very nicely. Check these oaks out. James, you still golf, of course. Of course. Hey, some guys know you me on your
Or is
kicks.
he just gonna quit golfing?
Yeah.
How would you define a strong rejection and a weak rejection? There is no strong or weak rejection. It's whether or not it gained it or not. So if it closes beyond a level it gained it, and if it failed, if it comes back within the range, it failed to gain. That's it. That makes it completely unbiased. There's no, I mean, there's still some like intuition based off of it, right? Because like there's depends on which levels you're drawing, right? Like this giant wick down, it failed to lose these levels, but it lost all these other ones. So you have to determine which levels are important. So that's your
Sure.
most difficult thing, is determining which levels are important. And that's why I say, like, you could literally day trade using only the monthly candles, right?
Yeah.
I would say monthly and weekly, you could be perfectly fine, right? Because look at this. How did I know where to exit that short that I had earlier? I used this weekly level. It sounds so retarded, but like, look at that level, right? And then look where it went, right? So I shorted it based off of a monthly level, and then I exited based off a weekly level, right? So that's what's going to happen right now too. Is it's gonna sell off here and it's going to come down here, right? Because this level's already been tested now earlier in the day. So what's the next level down? It's this one on a higher time frame. So look at the weekly levels, right? Weekly, or sorry, you can look at the daily too. Daily, weekly, and monthly. These are the only important levels now, right there. So it's just going to sell it.
We actually got the
So
we got your country's interest rate statements in the next 4 minutes.
4 minutes. I won't make difference for the Nasdaq.
Nah, yeah,
Canada's worthless now. So hopefully, look at it. Yeah, it looks like it gained it on the 5, but again, like 5s are lame, so we want to watch the 15. But it does look like it's selling off, right? So, and then you just need confidence. Like, that's literally it. Just sit in the trades, right? You draw yourself a story. You let yourself have some wiggle room, because you're not going to be accurate on it immediately, right? You're not going to be like getting pinpoint entries every time, right? I am going to add to it if it comes up to this one, though. I think. And then hopefully we don't get fucking murked.
Yeah. Well, at least if you do, you got either way. If you want to lose, you got a nice background to win or lose to, right?
Not bad. I'm up 10 grand so far this week, so there's still some buffer. I need to make. Did they tell you, James?
Yeah,
they said you need to make 20
grand. They need to make 20.
I need to make 20 grand, otherwise I'm humiliating myself. It's funny, right?
Yeah, that's wild, actually.
I don't like it when it does this shit, man. It's gonna make a new high. Did that 1 minute fail? Yeah, the 1 minute failed here. So you can use like a little bit of intuition with the 1 minute. But it's bearish, I think. Like, this is setting up exactly kind of what it would want to see so far. Failed on the 1 minute. See? So I can even break this down even more, right? This is going to sound insane. Like, this might not make any sense, but you see how this 5 minute gained the zone I was looking for? So if it gained it, it means it has to go for a new high again, because if it gains, it has to continue in the direction. But then you break down to the 1 minute and you see, okay, the 1 minute failed to gain, which means that this was going to fail, right? And I don't know if that sounds absolutely insane, but because I see the 5 minute needs to continue and make a new high, but the 1 minute is telling me it's not going to make a new high, means it's going to make a new high and then wick back down. So if you were absolutely insane about it, you could have shorted right here, right? And then literally only to this. Like, that would have been a short, but this is like full on crackhead. So
check your Hunter. That's what I was saying to you on Twitter today. Persuade Hunter to come to South Africa.
Oh yeah, so it's yeah. Oh, you're throwing them up on screen too, hey? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to go to South Africa. I think next year we'll come for the conference for sure. Like next June.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. The still off, right? Look at this.
There you go.
See, like never wrong.
Aha.
I should have shorted with more vigor, no? But whatever.
Let's have a look.
So that is now. So this is we're gonna break down the story even more. What did I say? I said it's gonna go for a new high on the 1 hour because we failed to make this new low, so it has to test here. So that's the test. So now this one's satisfied, so we can check that box off. So now we can go to the next phase, right? The next thing that needs to happen, which is now, I believe, the weekly level. So we can start rejecting now, I think. Right? And this 15 is going to fail, which means the 15 has to come back down here now, which is my entry for that long. So we're going to fill that, and then we're going to take our profit and reevaluate.
Nice. Let's see. It's at that opening range. I know you don't look at it, but at that opening range high as well. So it looks good.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. It might be wise. Should I add like one more maybe?
Yeah. Add one. Add one.
Add one. One more. Okay. One more.
MetaTrader sound.
Yeah, I added. Okay, we're at 4 lots then only. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna close that. Because that's confirmation now. Honestly, you should probably short here if you want to get short now, but.
And yeah, yes, S&P also holding.
How's your so your you wait for the first 15 minutes or 30 minutes?
I like to wait for the first 15 minutes personally. Yeah, just to get the opening range high and low, but it is at that high, so it makes sense.
So that's the range. So let me see your chart. Show me your chart.
So let's get up. So basically, if you've got a NASDAQ, you go like this. You got the opening range high and low, right? Like this. Like that. So essentially, like this is what it looks like now. So basically, you shorting off the opening range high. We can see we're wicking it back down towards. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame, like that, back towards the opening range low. So that would be, as you said, that entry for the long. So that would look neat.
Oh, so you're going to be shooting for a long at the open.
Yeah, so like after the first 50 minutes, I'd like longs above this level here, or shorts kind of like, below this level here. Or you can play like both sides. Like, for example, if you're looking for longs, you can buy off this level back towards the opening range high.
Yeah.
Or if you're at the highs, like you are now, you could look for like a short off the high back towards, as you said, back towards the low. That's like the first 50 minutes opening range, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at now. Is we just got confirmation that failed to enter that zone. So you would be wise to be entering in shorts now back to that low.
Yeah, back to the low. Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Yeah, it kind of lines up. It's weird. It kind of lines up with your shorts. Kind of line up with that same opening range high level. What you're looking at. Interesting.
Is awesome. Actually, it would be interesting to add more like confluences to the trade strategy.
Yeah.
Hey Seb, what's up? You shaved it all.
Aha. Yeah. The beard.
Yeah, Seb just got home.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to add more confluences to that though because it'd make it confusing for me. But again, here this is
I think I like the way that I like your philosophy of your.
Wait, say again. I think you're cutting out. I got to go inside, maybe.
Yo.
One sec. I'm going inside, so I have better internet.
Shit. Okay, let's share my screen there. You blanked out there. James, what's your yellow and black line on your charts? I don't have a yellow line, but I do have a black line. It's VWAP. Let me share my screen. I just like using VWAP, guys. VWAP, and then the red line. Probably that's one. This is a 21 EMA. Yeah, orb shadow is quite popular at the moment. I agree. But yeah, that's basically what I would look. But again, I keep my trading quite simple. Like I don't overcomplicate it either. I try and keep it as simple as possible as well. So let's get there. You go. Yeah.
James, look at this. I use a monitor as my mouse pad.
There you go. Sam's asking if I'm a Christian. I am, yes.
Yeah, I think we both more or less are.
Yeah. Interesting. So what we back at this housing, but we haven't actually broken out the range yet. So that could probably be a good sign for your trade at the moment, that your shorts that you're working. Let's go back to your charts over here if we can get yours up as well.
Sure,
EMA. Yeah, so guys, I just have the VWAP on, so daily VWAP and the 21 EMA. That's what I like to use personally. For larger time frame context, I like to use the 200 EMA, which I'm sure you guys must tune in Tuesdays with me and the Maven team for the podcast, right?
I'm going to, just in case there's one more wick higher, I'm just going to add another one there.
Hey, James. Hey, John, what's up?
Yeah, we're day trading together.
Dude, I like your I like what you know. That's why I love working with you guys at Maven. I like your team, bro. They're cool people.
So here's something I like to do when I trade is just continue to confirmation as the trade goes. Look, we failed to make a new high, so boom, it's going to come down, right? So what happens is you get this progression of trend developing in your favor or against your favor, right? It snowballs from side to side. So generally, as I've been saying, is if this fails, we now have to come back down to the origin of that move, which is right here, right? So now we're going to come back down here. We're going to test this low immediately, right? And then you can see the reaction off of that, right? So when that comes down, well, we've also already had, hey, look, that 15-minute failed, right? So most likely when it comes back down, we're going to be back below this range again in the next 5 minutes, right? So it's going to give us another opportunity for this 30-minute now, because we got 10 more minutes in the 30-minute and the hourly to show that, hey, these are going to fail now, right? Because in the next 10 minutes, those are going to close. So does that make sense? That 5-minute is going to cause a snowball that this is going to be below here, and then the hourly is now going to be below that range. So it's going to fail.
Yep. I'm with you.
Is that crazy? Is that crazy?
Not at all. I like these shorts right now, I must say. Like, it's failing to get higher. I definitely do like them.
Yeah. Okay, how much do I want? 1,200 here, maybe? What is that?
See that? Yeah, this will be a good one to close, yeah.
Exactly. So look, boom, right there to the level I said. And then it's going to go below. Boom.
There you go.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I got to get 20 grand, man. I got to get 20 grand. We're at 12.5.
Hold it.
Yeah, I got to hold it. This is going to be, what's that going to be? That's going to be like another 5 grand. So we're going to actually almost be there in 3 days. Hopefully, let's go. Hopefully, I think that's the level. I think I actually have my opening. Is this the opening range or no? This is the London Open.
That's okay, London.
I have it on my chart. London Open, that's what that is. Okay.
Let's see if this goes back towards those lows.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, solid 1 minute close, retest hopefully, and then continue.
Yep.
Are you in a trade?
Not at the moment. I'm waiting at the moment. I'm waiting to get my piece of the action. Sometimes I might I know you like to get in quite early in the beginning. I don't know. For me, I found sometimes after the first 30 minutes, I can find some nice positions.
Yeah. I was making fun of traders like you the other day. that have to wait 30 minutes for a trade.
Yeah, I know. Most of the time I have to wait,
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
No,
that's what I was doing about a year ago, actually, is I would wait, I would get what's happening and printing out until more recently, like the start of the year, I started just drawing the levels and it gave me such a cleaner picture, right? Because
Sure.
you get really, really accurate levels, and then you don't need to wait, and then you have multiple opportunities now in the open. You have an opportunity immediately on the open, and then you have an opportunity 30 minutes in as well.
Yeah, now so let's see what the yes as well is kind of also respecting those highs.
Yes, let's see. Yeah,
What's DAX
nice.
doing?
Yeah, good. Woohoo! This is like the best video game ever, man.
Aha, trading is like a video game, dude.
It's literally a video
Uh,
game. It's a
News
strategy
coming
game.
in 7 minutes. What news again is coming in 7 minutes? Let's have a look here.
7 minute. Let's see. So, how do you like to react to news? What do you do?
I'll
for
trade
news?
after, bro. Like I'm not gonna really trade right before news, but I'll wait for it to blow over. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
5
your
minutes.
ISM. Yeah.
I always forget the news. So my go-to for news is if
Buy and
I'm
sell.
already significantly in profit, I will close the trade right before, because
Sure.
then it's 50-50. Because news is basically 50-50, right? So
Yeah.
there's no point. Like, it's basically like, let's say the news was right now, right? And that means you have brand new trade setups. It means my entry is now moved to here, right?
Sure.
If it goes down, then my loss here and my profits here. So is it worth it anymore, right? So I reevaluate right before. But if it's in between two significant levels and I'm not in a trade, I will just put two entries on the levels to see if it picks it up, because a lot of times it just hits it and then goes back and close immediately. But mind you, you're not supposed to trade news. That's what the prop firms say. They tell you not to do it.
Let's have a look here. Yeah, we got news in 4 minutes now, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that's
But some of the guys saying they don't think this will play out. But let's see.
They don't think it'll go short.
Yeah, look, we got what's this guy? There we go. I don't believe this will play out.
They think it's going up, eh?
That's a beautiful thing about trading. Oh, they're saying they can't see the empty profit. I want to see your 20 grand.
Oh, I see. Because the cameras.
Yeah, let's go like this. Yeah. I'll move us. Well, let me move us like this then.
Can you?
Like that. There you go. What that?
Yeah, I usually have my camera on the left.
There you go. Got us on there.
Oh, you want to see the? There you go, guys.
They want to see the empty profits. They want to screenshot it.
So what I might do is, if it stays right here, I'll close out half of it, because it's like a little. I'm not completely certain of the direction. But I think I'm holding it as long as possible right now, because it is dumping pretty hard, so it might just fucking hit it. Like, there's a decent chance we just go to the take profit within like the next 2 minutes, right? So that's why I'm going to hold all the way until like the last second.
Sure. I'm already on the Maven podcast with the guys. So who's that there? Yeah, partials. Be interesting to see what.
Do I have any? Just trying to make sure I have nothing resting. Okay, there's. Yeah, shit. Sell limit. Okay, I have that one. That's fine.
When you guys traveling again, your side?
We're here for a couple weeks. I got like 10 more days here, and then we're gonna just go like an hour away.
Yeah.
And so we still have a car. I'm done traveling, man. This is the traveling was destroying me, man. Going from city to city every week and carrying like all the luggage and everything. I want to stay in Cyprus though, dude. It's fucking amazing here. I have like no interest in going back home. Having like multiple trading sessions is unreal, because you can just watch the trades all day, you know, do your own
Sure.
thing. There's no rush to trade. You literally only get an hour in Vancouver because it's like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, geez, it's early. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, DAX is also kind of chopping as well. DAX and NASDAQ, as I said, I know that you're testing it out, and it also tends to move with the NASDAQ a little bit. But obviously, it is obviously based on a whole bunch of different stocks.
Global markets, right? So
yeah. What's
oh shit! This is gonna be kind of a poopy situation for the news.
Let's have a look. Yeah, we got news in 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm closing my top step one.
Can you hold into news on the futures
We'll
accounts?
leave that. I'm actually gonna leave it. I closed out quarter of it. Yeah, you can hold on the top step one on the futures. It's fine. They don't give a shit about anything.
Sure.
Let's see. There we go. Dump. What's going on?
Jeez.
Let's go. There's the news. Did you see it go right to the level?
Yeah. Wow, that's a massive wick, I'll tell you that.
News isn't shit, bro. News isn't shit. News ain't shit.
Jeez, look at that wick.
Okay, here we go. Oh man. Oh, fuck. I gotta close some of this out. It's not going down. Oh man, the fucking CFDs are so much harder to trade than futures.
They are, dude.
Accurate, man. Yeah. It's not accurate. Oh shit. Okay. I wonder if I'll come back down. I closed out some of it. Most of it.
Jeez,
really.
Let's have a look. Yeah, because now it came down quite a lot, though. Must say.
Okay,
we're not able to close.
Personal. All right, I think I got it all.
Did you get it all off?
Yeah, wait. I'm just debating right now if it's gonna. No, I'm closing it.
Yeah, I'll close it.
Hey. Yeah, close it. Hey, close it. Why is it not closed? There we go. Close.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, there we go. That's another $3,000.
There you go.
That's a good day, bro.
Oh yeah. Take that any day of the week.
Did you see to the level? Perfect level.
Jeez, yeah. Oh, and it's actually bouncing from there at the moment.
Of course it is, because that's where you exit. That's where everyone buys.
Wild, dude. That is crazy, bro. That wick is that's jeez. Look at that.
Okay, you want to know how I got that level? I'm gonna tell you right now. This is super secret. Okay. Do you see my chart?
Yeah.
Do you see my chart? Wait, I'm gonna show you. Watch. This is genius, by the way. Okay, so we go to the 1 hour, right?
Yes.
This wick told me, right, that it was going to go to that new high, right? So that means I wanted to get in. I'm going to show you something here. So what happened was this zone, this candle gained, right? Yep. So it gained this, right? So I needed to make sure the stop loss for that long would have been here, okay? Because it's you can't, if you've gained this, you need to make sure you don't go back below the bottom of that level that just got gained. I don't know if this makes sense, okay? So where I wanted to enter before, the trade that I wanted to take before in order to take that didn't get filled. So that's the level that I wanted to enter here, right? Does this make sense? As I wanted to enter, I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the zone that gained earlier on the 1 hour, right? and it didn't get filled. So that's where I knew I needed to get out, because that's where I would have longed before.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could also take a long off of this level, and this is your stop, right? You could have taken this long, right? And then I don't know what you would have targeted. I don't have it off the top of my head, but that would have been your stop, because it's not like you don't put your stop down here. That's too far. You put it here because that's the level that got gained, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, teaching people in the audience, hopefully it helps. That's some more like advanced shit.
Right on the news. Boom. Thanks for coming.
Okay, I think, is that the day or what? Are you going to take some trades?
I'm going to get into it. I've had a few scalps on the decks in the morning, so I'm up. I might see what we get rest of the session. Jeez, that news was pretty wild.
I'm pretty sure it's going to continue down. I think so.
Yeah, well, it does.
Shit. I could have left it, man. I could have left it.
But you never know. I mean, that bounced and came all the way back up. Should have.
Yeah, you know what? It could have come back up, and then this would have been the next short right here.
Exactly.
That 4-hour level, this one here. Right. The funny thing is, like, people think that, like, they'll see this level here and they'll think that it shorted off the 4-hour, but it didn't. It shorted off the monthly.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because they don't zoom out far enough.
Yeah, clearly I need to go check that out. That's wild.
Bro, add in the monthly levels, the monthly and weekly levels to your strategy, and you're gonna get some crazy accurate, like, you'll know where the range is before it happens. Wild. And then add in your actual range stuff, and then you're gonna be so, like, you'll be able to see the future.
The future. I hope I'm gonna go check it out actually after today. There's those monthly levels, but I had a little bit of trades on the DAX in the morning. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, guys, what we get rest of the session. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I'm gonna go head off. I'll see what we do get rest of the session. As I said, like, sometimes, bro, I can feel super tired, like coming into, like, if I traded London session and then I'm getting kind of like just super tired by the rest of the day. You know, from being on this time zone for the last couple of months or last month or so, right?
I'm loving it. The sun's giving me energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you, man. I was like that yesterday. Guys, if you're watching, go follow James on James Bruce 131 on all socials.
That's the one.
Yes, sir.
131.
That's
131. But yeah, we'll maybe check you guys on next week with Hunter. We'll see obviously on Tuesday for the podcast. But yeah, appreciate you guys being on. Have a good one.
Ciao, guys.